everybody, and welcome back to Coasters and Coasters. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found us. My name's Molly, and before we jump into the video today, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future adventures. Let's get coasting. Specific agenda today. There is a new coffee cart, or at least an updated coffee cart in DCA. It is now a Joffrey's coffee. We've heard that people over in Walt Disney World love Joffrey, so we thought we'd give it a try. But to make it a little more interesting, we thought we'd do a side-by-side comparison with Starbucks. So we're gonna hit downtown Disney first to grab some Starbucks before we head into DCA. Let's go.
Okay, so pro tip. So if you enjoy drinking Starbucks coffee and you use their app system with the Starbucks cards loaded up with money and you like collecting stars or rewards points, you can only redeem those points in the downtown Disney locations. So even though there's Starbucks in the park, you have to order from downtown Disney to use your stars.
Okay, we better zoom into DCA before this all melts. Of science, we have ordered iced oat milk lattes from Starbucks and from Joffrey's, so we can do a side-by-side comparison and see which one is a little bit better. So to start out with, I'm going to try the Starbucks. It's delicious. You can really taste that the espresso in this is super fresh, and I've ordered this before. I usually get oat milk drinks just because dairy tends to upset my stomach a little bit, so pretty tasty.
We have to do one more.
Next up is the new Joffrey's coffee. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's not bad. Let's give it a stir. The bottom is still not very cold. They do taste similar. I will say that the espresso in the Starbucks iced latte does taste a little bit brighter to me. This is a little bit more mellow. Still a decent choice though. I'm surprised. I didn't know what to expect with Joffrey's coffee, but it's pretty decent. So if you're already in the park, it's definitely a good choice if you're over here in this part of the park.
So I went ahead and tried both of these off camera, but I can kind of echo what Molly said. I think that there's something different about them. I prefer the Starbucks a little bit more, having spent years in Seattle, and I'm just more accustomed to that Starbucks flavor. It has a little bit of a brighter, almost like citrusy tone to the espresso roast, where the Joffrey's is a little bit darker, a little bit earthier, but it's surprisingly good. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that I would show up and not like the Joffrey's at all, but it's good, it's solid. If you're stuck in the park and you need a coffee to help you get through the day, Joffrey's is a good choice.
So we just got word the Monorail is back open here at Disneyland for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic. So we're gonna go over and see if we can get on today. Here we go. so excited to do this. I can't remember the last time I rode the monorail. It must have been years ago. This is just great today. Well, unfortunately, they're having some issues. First day back blues, I guess, for the monorail. It keeps breaking down. We're pretty hungry, so we decided to just jump over here to Earl of Sandwich to grab some food. I grabbed the Cobb salad from Earl of Sandwich here. Let's give it a try. Get a little bit of lettuce and some of the toppings. That's good and a little bit surprising. You don't get many Cobb salads with cranberries on them, so I'm a fan. This is delicious. This is a great choice here at Earl of Sandwich.
I ordered the original here at the Earl of Sandwich in downtown Disney. This has roast beef, cheddar, and horseradish on a toasted bread. It's really good. The horseradish flavor is very subtle. It's kind of just like a horseradishy kind of mayo. So if you're not the biggest fan of horseradish, I would still say give this a try. It's a very subtle flavor, and it's great.
You know, I feel like Earl of Sandwich here is kind of the unsung hero of dining at Disney. I have never had anything bad here, and I've tried a bunch of the sandwiches and the salads, even some soups, and they're very consistently great. It's also really affordable, especially if you have a pass that gives you a discount. You can eat here for really normal, kind of almost everyday prices. So if you want something delicious and affordable here at Disney, stop by Earl of Sandwich. It's definitely worth it. Well, as much as a bummer it was to not get on the monorail, I think Pixar Pier is a pretty good consolation prize. I think we should ride the Incredicoaster.
Just got finished single ridering the Incredicoaster. Single rider is such a great option if you're just trying to knock out rides as quickly as possible and if there's a long wait. So Incredicoaster is single rider. There's a couple big attractions at Disneyland Resort and DCA that have single rider. Definitely don't sleep on that as an option. And if you look behind me, you'll notice that the kind of lagoon area around Pixar Pier is completely drained. So they might be renovating for an upcoming World of Color performance. Fingers crossed.
Well, coaster friends, we had a pretty good time comparing the new Joffrey's Coffee in DCA and good old Starbucks. They were both pretty good.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by that, and it was fun to just come into the parks, grab some coffee, ride some rides. It was a great evening. And until next time,
cheers.
Cheers.